Hi, in this video we will look at how to use matrices to solve a system of equations. The matrices can be used only if the letters are to the first power. If any one of these letters had a different power, like this would be x to the second, we would not be able to use matrices. Matrices are the easiest way to solve a system that has all the letters to the first power. Matrices only use the coefficients, the numbers in the front, not the actual letters. So when we use the matrix, we copy the numbers only, and the position tells us what numbers they are. The x numbers, the y numbers, or the z numbers. The last column is the answer. So we have 2, 1, -3, and the answer column is -4. 4, -2, 1, answer 9. 3, 5, -2, answer 5. This is what matrix looks like. Now, when we put it in the calculator, we need to give it the right size. The size of a matrix is given by row number times column number. The rows are horizontal. We have 1, 2, 3 rows. Columns are vertical. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So our size is 3 by 4. We go to the matrix in the calculator and we type in that information. Here is the calculator. We go to the second x to the -1, which is matrix, and the first thing we do is we add it. So we type in first the right size, 3, that makes 3 rows, 4, we have 4 columns. Now we type in the information, 2, 1, -3, -4, 4, -2, 1, 9, 3, 5, -2, 5. Now we typed in all the information and we're ready to solve it. To solve it, we need to quit and get out of the screen so we can come back to the matrix and go to the math so we can do the actual answer. What we are looking for is known as reduced row echelon form, or RREF. So what we are looking for here is RREF, and we type in our matrix. So here we type in the matrix A, we go to the matrix, select choice A, and hit enter. Now this is the answer. Let's copy it over and see what it means. So here on the side, we write the answer. The answer is 1, 0, 0, and the answer column is 2. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 3. So what does it mean? It means 1x, no y, no z equals 2. No x, 1y, no z equals 1. No x, no y, 1z is 3. Meaning our answer is 2, 1, 3. And this is the end of this question. Now the second possibility we might get is no solution. Let's see what that looks like. So here, the next example is our matrix with no solution. Let's create the right matrix by writing all the coefficients. If any letter is missing, this system has 3 letters, x, y, z. So we need to have the number for each one of them. So we have 1x, 1y, no z, answer column is 0. 1x, no y, 1z, answer 1. 2x, 1y, 1z, answer 2. Now we type in this information into the calculator. So here is the calculator. We go to the matrix, and this time let's edit matrix B. So once again the size is 3 by 4, and we type in the entries 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. This is the end. Now we quit and we go back to the matrix and look for the math and scroll until we see reduced row echelon form. So here is reduced row echelon form, and we go and select the matrix B. And once we hit enter, here is the answer. Let's copy it over and discuss what that means. So here is what the calculator said. It says 1, 0, 1, answer column 0. 0, 1, negative 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Looking at the first line, it says 1x, no y, 1z is 0. Second line says no x, 1y, negative 1z, 0. Last line says no x, no y, no z, that's a 0, equals 1. Well, 0 equals 1, that's never true. And that means we have no solution. If we have an answer that is never true, that means there is no answer. The final possibility is we might get infinitely many solutions. That's the last example. Let's create a matrix out of it and see what answers we're going to get. Negative 2, 8, 2, answer column 4. 1 for the x, 6 for the y, 3 for the z, 4. 3 for the x, negative 2 for the y, 1 for the z, 0. Let's put it into the calculator and see what answers we're going to get. Clear. Go to the matrix. Let's edit choice C. Once again, it is 3 by 4. Type in the entries. Negative 2, 8, 2, 4, 1, 6, 3, 4, 3, negative 2, 1, and 0. Quickly checking. Negative 2, 1, 3, 8, 6, negative 2, 2, 3, 1, 4, 4, 0. That looks right. Let's exit. Second quit is exit. Now we go back to the matrix and we choose math. Going to reduce to echelon form and putting in the matrix C. And then going to the matrix, choosing matrix C and enter. So here's what the calculator says. The answers are in decimals. We can change them into fractions by going to the math and changing everything into fractions. Most of the answers are going to be in fractional form as opposed to decimal. Let's copy this over and see what that means. So the calculator says we have 1, 0, 3, 5th, 5th. Then there is answer column, 2 5th. Then we have 0, 1, 2 5th, 3 5th for the answer. 0 for the x, 0 for the y, 0, 0. So what does it really mean? It means 1x, no y, 3 5th, z is 2 5th. No x, 1y, plus 2 5th z is 3 5th. Last line says, no x, no y, no z, that's 0, equal 0. That is always true. And since it's always true, we know that we have infinitely many solutions. When we have infinitely many solutions, we have to write the answer in general form using the letters. To do this, all we need to do is solve our information here for the x and for the y. Solving the first for the x, we get x is 2 5th minus 3 5th z. Solving second for the y, we get 3 5th minus 2 5th z. Now we write this information as a point and we are done. The point is x comma y comma z. So we start off x is 2 5th minus 3 5th z. Y 3 5th minus 2 5th z. And z is just the z. And this is the final answer to the system with infinitely many solutions. And this is how to use the matrices to solve any system that has letters to the first power. And the matrices is by far the easiest and the fastest way to do that. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for your time. Take care.